Attempting to update the bathroom. Well, we're starting today. David already took some of the stuff out without me, even though he knew I wanted to make a video, because he's petty. How did you didn't even tell me you was gonna start? Anyway, just ignore him. So we're gonna do a couple of things. We have this really ugly vinyl on the floor. One part of the project is going to be using peel and stick vinyl to cover it up, and we bought a wrap for the countertop, so we'll be using that to it's like a vinyl paper wrap to wrap the counter. And we're gonna change the light fixture, that one and that one, and we're gonna paint the cabinets and get some knobs for the cabinets. And oh yeah, we're gonna put some shelves above the toilet so we can get some extra storage. And we're going to put a shelf rack, a metal rack, shelf rack on the door so that we can have some extra storage. And I think that will be the gist of the project, but we're basically just gonna try to have ending hair looking a little bit more updated and not as dated as it looks now. All right, so I will keep you guys posted on the progress as we go. David has taken off the first light bulb, so he's gonna replace this light first. So light number 1 is done, and it is super bright. All right. He's taking off the old gold doorknob. The other half is underneath your chair. This side. Oh, you weren't looking for it. And so he's just gonna replace the doorknob. We're now prepping the cabinets to paint them. David's taking off the doors for me, and he's taking off the medicine cabinet door. We had this one little spot right here by the tub where the old vinyl was lifting up. So we put some more vinyl going down to kind of stick it flat. Let's hope that it works. And we are going to take this huge glass down too, I think. All right, we'll keep you posted. On my cabinet doors, I'm gonna get ready to sand them. I'm finished sanding the cabinet doors, so I'm going to wipe them down with a damp cloth to get any of the sanding particles off before attempting to paint. So David has started to take down the lights, and he's also put in the new shower head and is cleaning up the plate. I'm not sure what that's called, so we can try to have it look a lot better. Completely removed the light fixture, so I'm going to touch up the paint, and then he's going to mount the new light fixture. Light fixture number 2 is installed, and it works. So now it's on to painting the cabinets. So to paint the cabinet, we're going to be using this Nouveau cabinet paint. It's a complete kit, and it comes with like 2 stir sticks, a small brush, and a roller, and 2 replaceable rollers. So we are going to try this out. The color is white. It's an ultra white color. So this is what the cabinets look like now, and we will get to painting. So we have painted the cabinets. I can't tell completely if it's covered properly, so we're gonna wait until they dry tomorrow, and then any spots that we missed, we're just gonna touch it up. So we painted around the medicine cabinet. and David is now in the process of installing some shelves above the toilet so we can have some additional storage. What are you looking for, babe? The shelf? Oh. So we have 4 shelves that we want to put right here for extra storage. Is it level? Yeah. Nice. Alright, so it's leveled, so it looks like we're making pretty good progress today. So these are the cabinet doors. I painted these ones outside because David had taken them off for me. You can see they do look ultra white. You can see some of the bubbling in the wood, but these are really old, so the only thing I did not like about the paint, the Nouveau paint, is that it seems like you had to put like a million coats of the paint on it for it to actually cover the cabinet. I feel like the paint that I used the last time from Sherwin-Williams for the cabinet upstairs was a lot better. So David has gotten the shelves installed. I'm thinking that very top one is just going to be like decorative because I definitely can't reach that. But they look great. Plenty of space between them and the toilet. And we have some additional storage. So we got the cabinet doors on. The cabinets are fully painted. And we've cleaned the floor really well. And now we are going to start putting down the peel and stick laminate. So we're using for the floor gray ash peel and stick vinyl planks. They're the 6 by 36 inch and they were $35 a box. They look pretty good. You literally just peel and stick them on the floor and just line them up. Looks really good so far. We have almost finished the floor tonight. We only have a little section here along the side and around the toilet. David is frustrated, so he's thinking he's just going to take the toilet because he's over cutting the little tile pieces. He's just going to replace the whole toilet. We'll see how he feels in the morning. He's probably just tired, but the cabinet and the new floor, like the floor, it looks great. I ain't even gonna hold you. It looks great. I can't wait until we're finished with everything. So we are finally done with the floor. It isn't perfect. You can see some tiny little spots where I didn't get like some little gaps. But, you know, overall, amateur, this is the first time we're doing this, so it looks really good for a first time. Working with vinyl peel and stick tiles, but it looks really, really good. David is putting on the handles, or the knobs for the cabinets now. Be quiet. So it's looking pretty good. He has the first 2 knobs on. And then we're going to do knob on the middle drawer and then handles on the 2 ones on the end because they're fake drawers. They don't actually open. And the cabinet, the medicine cabinet will also have a knob. Now, one of the things that we did find that was interesting that we're going to try is to frame the frame. Hey, say hi to Danielle. To frame the cabinet, not the cabinet, see now y'all done messed me up, to frame the glass mirror on the wall using molding to kind of like update the look of the mirror. So we'll be doing that next. This old vase in my bathroom that had a bunch of stuff in it, and we're going to try to update it using yellow peel and stick contact paper. And Danielle is going to be doing all the work while I watch. Perfect. David got the fixtures on, the knobs and stuff. And then next we are going to install this toilet paper holder that we got from Amazon. Cost us, I think, $10 or $20. But the cool thing about it is it mounts and the toilet paper goes below, and then you have space on top, a little shelf to put your phone or wet wipes or whatever. So it's pretty neat. So because we had to touch up the paint where the old toilet paper holder was, we're gonna go ahead and mount the shelf on the back of the door in the meantime, which is good because then I can pack it out while David does the toilet paper holder. So the shelf for the back of the door is installed now. So I can go ahead and start packing stuff on it. And David's gonna go ahead and not do that. I'm gonna do something else. He's gonna work on the toilet paper holder. Oh, I forgot to show y'all. My cute little box came in from Amazon. The shelf is up. I started putting things in there. It's freeing up so much space already. And the toilet paper holder is installed. Nice little slot for your phone and wipes. So, I don't know, what's the next thing? Alright.
Resting.
So we bought this self-adhesive kind of vinyl countertop cover for the bathroom. It cost us about $8 per roll. We bought 2 rolls and we're going to use it to cover the countertop. David has already taken off one of the pipes and he's getting ready to take the second pipe off. And then once we've done that, then we're going to clean the counters again and wait for it to dry. Then we'll attempt to cover the counter with this faux marble vinyl type of contact paper. First vinyl sheet on, and then we will put the hole for the sink because of the shape of my sink. But first sheet went on, looks okay. So I'll update you at the end. We wrap the counter with the vinyl adhesive from Amazon. Looks pretty good, but we're gonna let it dry overnight to seal before we poke the holes and put the faucet back on and cut the hole for the sink. And we need to get some sealant tomorrow to seal right around the edges to make sure that water doesn't get underneath it. It looks pretty good. You can see tiny little flaws like in the little corner, but for the most part it looks really, really good. Like along with the floor and the painted cabinet, huge difference. So now we're putting some glass glue on the board that we're going to be using, on the trim that we're going to be using to frame the mirror. I had gotten the wrong kind of wood, the wrong size yesterday, and so I went and got the right size this morning. So we're going to attempt the framing now. So this is what the mirror looks like beforehand, and so we're done putting the frame around the glass. The dry time says 48 hours, so we will check back in 2 days and take the tape off and clean up the corner that I messed up over there and a little bit on this corner. Hopefully I'll be able to get the glue off. So we got the faucet partly put back on. And now we are going to attempt to cut the hole in the sink because we have these clam sinks that are built into the countertop. We are dreading cutting it because I feel like any little mistake, we're going to mess it up. So, fingers crossed. So we cut the hole out for the first sink. And it actually doesn't look terrible. Like there's some tiny spots where I messed up where it's a little uneven, but overall it's not terrible. Like you can see, it's not all bad. We did buy some sealer to go back through, and it's this clear, ultra clear sealer that we're gonna go back through and seal the edges, and hopefully it will prevent water from getting under it and prevent it from lifting. We're also gonna seal like the seams right there on each one. All right, so we are going to be cutting the hole in the vinyl paper that we bought from Amazon for the sink, because we don't have a sink that sits on top of the counter. Our sink is built in. It's this ugly pan-shaped sink. So if you can look at the other sink, I cut it out with the X-Acto knife, which they recommended. So I'm gonna attempt to do the second sink and then just kind of have a video of me cutting it out so you can see what I did. So I started by making a bigger circle. It's kind of hard to see where the edges are, so making the big circle kind of helps. So once you make the big circle, you can go in and kind of take your time cutting out pieces as you go. You just want to make sure that you're trying to be mindful of where the edge is, so that you're not cutting into the edge of the paper. You want it to try to get it as close to framing the sink as possible. You already recording? So I'm just going with the X-Acto knife around the edge. I'm just trying to, are you getting the knife? Because I can't tell what you can see. Why are you whispering? They know somebody's recording it. Am I too much in the way? Okay. So you want to just kind of make sure that the X-Acto knife, you're not using like the tip. You want to use the middle to kind of trace along. Ow. That one is janky. Did you see it? I don't know why I'm thinking we are done. And we didn't clean out the sink. It has putty in it, but now that we've cut it out, we are going to go back around and seal it with this stuff. And by we, I mean David's gonna do it. I don't think you guys can see this, but it is really clear. So hopefully it doesn't have like a lot of residue, and then I'm gonna go over it with this smoothing tool to kind of even it out and wipe away any excess. And hopefully it will be properly sealed. Sorry. You dumb. So when doing the first sink, we realized that the little smoothing tool wouldn't actually work because of the shape of our sink. So I ended up just using my fingers, and it still looks fine. You can't even really see where the sealant is. You know, it's just kind of around the edge. So yeah, so it says it tacks in 10 minutes and completely seals in 7 days. So we will have to be mindful of that and brush our teeth and wash our face someplace else. So it is making pretty good progress. Look at it, he looks ridiculous. Okay. Yo, my head was almost a goner just now. I'm good. No thanks. Sink now, so now we are attempting to seal the little lines between the paper. So we are pretty much done with the bathroom. We are now just decorating it. The counter is pretty much dry. The mirror is framed and that's pretty dry. We're starting to put together some decor pieces. We ordered this tray and this stuff for your bathroom things, your bathroom accessories from Amazon. And I made this from stuff from the dollar store. I also bought these frames to hang over the tub in that area. And I bought these prints from Amazon. They're actually really cute. Yeah, so we're going to be putting them in these frames. So the frames were from Dollar General, and I used acrylic yellow paint also from Dollar General. So we'll see how everything comes out. The prints actually look really good in the frames. I didn't know how the painting of the frames were going to turn out because they're little dollar store frames, but they look really cute and hand painted. So it's a hit for me. Now I just gotta get David to hang them. So they aren't perfect, but they're straight and they look really good. Even though that paint is yellow, it actually looks kind of gold under there, like with the lights on. But overall, $14 for the prints, and then $4 for the frame, $1 for the paintbrush, and $1 for the paint. $20, and this looks really good for $20. So after about 2 or 3 days of work, here we have the end result of our bathroom remodel. Everything looks really, really good. The floor turned out way better than we could have ever expected. The whole project maybe cost us about $600 for all the major stuff, and then a bunch of things that I ordered from Amazon, so maybe another $200 or $300. But overall, the project turned out really, really good. I have one bathroom sign that I'm still waiting for from Amazon, but overall, this is pretty much the end look of the bathroom. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to comment below and let me know if you have questions. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video.